wherewithal to fight and exercise excision, excavation, exorcism, to heal the spirit and reveal the prism beyond the prison, groomed by addiction, tuned by a vision. One woman, one mission.
Follow me. I am the wildest dreams of rebels and kings. Incredible odds are better than one to circle the sun and settle it red of a fiend. Daughter of dust, tread to the rocks and taste some revenue streams. A family's familiar with crops, but they ain't accustomed to none of the cream. The funniest thing, spent the first 2 of my years unable to scream. Cause I was born wrapped in ancient pain that kinda needed to clean. We broke from slaving farms to Reaganomics, hell of a swing. A different world, but same old target.
What's up, everybody?
Niggas, never, niggas, clever, needles, turtle, needles, ever. Brown girl with a thin skin. They said I'd never make it this far. That was the devil, baby, this guy. I wanna have it straight to this far. Brown girl with a thin skin. They said I'd never make it this far. That was the devil, baby, this guy. I wanna have it straight to this far. Look at me now, 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 look at me now.
I'm over here listening to Ciroc, man. She is the coldest, bro. I'm checking out her new album. I've listened to some tracks on it, but I have not checked out the whole thing. So I'm vibing to this. Hold on, my bad, y'all. I'm trying to share this to my page. Give everybody a few more minutes to come on. How y'all doing today? Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday. Is it crazy that everybody makes a big deal out of a new year, but it all still feel the same? Like, it all still feels the same. Just another day. Coming to a quick conversation that, I don't know. Like, sometimes when I be getting these premonitions or when I be on a vibe, I really need to just sit down and record YouTube videos. But that just, like, I have a YouTube video day where because it requires so much to record on YouTube for me because of what I want to, the type of content that I want to provide on that channel. All right, y'all. And so I was like, I'm going to just go to Facebook and then just take this down and put it on YouTube because I feel like this is very important, especially now when everybody's on this New Year's resolution kick where everybody wants to, you know, create something new with their life, you know, be on a new vibe. I feel like this conversation is important. And I gotta shout out Kateria Knows, because I have been thinking, like, I've been on this vibe for probably the last week. And I just read a post. Wait, hold on. I'm on my other phone. Gosh. I just read a post from her that was some real ass shit. And I posted it on my stories. But it kind of like sizes up the importance, not just on a relationship level, but just on our day-to-day with everything that we do. We have to understand and value the importance of emotions and how people's feel and how people's feelings are. That's very powerful. We have been in a society where, you know, emotions have been looked at as weak and unnecessary. But your emotions are literally the fuel. And this is for all my people who into manifesting and into law of attraction and into all that stuff, right? This is the thing. All y'all that's into that, right? The fuel that makes your manifestation come to you is your emotions. That's the fuel. You can have action all day, do stuff all day, but if you ain't got no feeling behind it, if you don't believe in it, if you don't put your emotional energetic vibration on your manifestations, it's not going to solve anything. We have to be able to value emotions, and that will require us to being a society that has returned back to valuing the divine feminine. And so emotional intelligence is important. Our men have to be in a position now where they have to respect emotional maturity and intelligence. That has just as much weight as anything physical. What's up, y'all? I can't see if anybody is commenting. I see people watching. And so I wanted to read this. And shouts out to Kateria Knows, because she always bring it. If y'all ain't following her, she gives probably some of the most accurate astrological information, and really can keep you in the know. So make sure y'all go check out her platform. But she posted, she says, women mature faster than men because it is not socially acceptable for men to express their emotions. Emotions are guiding tools of wisdom. They're the wave of life pushing us upstream. When you don't express your emotions or don't know how to feel about them, you don't take advantage of their opportunity for growth to happen in your life. You will be rendered a child in mind, emotionally and spiritually. It's time to make it socially acceptable for men to have emotions. And that like sparked a whole nother thought when I read that, because I've already been like kind of thinking of that piece. Like a lot of people don't like value emotional power, just the emotions, or just the divine feminine and period. It's been looked at as bad and like it makes you weak, or it causes a problem, or it's chaotic, and that's bullshit. You feel me? Like that's not right, because your emotions are the fuel behind your manifestations of what you want to manifest. You can't sit there and say you're going to manifest something. This is why a lot of people's manifestations don't work. Because you doing the vision boards, right? You put into action. You're saying the affirmations. You know, you're doing everything that they tell you to do, but I guarantee you ain't feeling it. You are not feeling what it is you want to manifest. And because you ain't feeling what it is you want to manifest, you know, because you can't feel it, there's no fuel behind it. You're just working on building a car with no fucking engine. It matters. Is really important. So as we go into this new year, you know, that everybody's so excited about, you know, and I'm hoping that it is every year should be better. Every day should be better. Every day we should be progressing, right? I just want you to take that into mind. How you feel matters. How you feel matters. And you are in control of how you feel. Understand that. How you feel matters. And you are in control of how you feel. That's going to be the key to your success. To your success. Seriously. And I know a lot of people are sitting there thinking like, well, how do I even start doing that? How do I make my emotions matter? Honor yourself. Shit, if you're mad, express that you're mad. And don't let nobody make you feel bad for how you feel. Understand how you feel. What is that emotion trying to teach you? Emotions are amazing teachers to help you understand yourself. And that's your manifestation gas. Seriously. You got to value emotions. It's very important. And it don't make you soft. It doesn't make you weak. We need to get out of the habit of stop telling our young men to stop being soft. Stop that crying. Let them cry if they feel like they need to cry. You know, like it ain't, you know, you got to understand it and have patience with it. You know, because if you don't, like we have literally here in America, is hella niggas out here who could hustle, make money, provide, do all this shit, right? And they have the emotional maturity of a fucking 5-year-old in a grown man body. And women, because society makes it acceptable for us to be in our emotions and express our emotions, we mature faster because we know how to understand that part of ourselves that men don't. And then there's a disconnect. And so it starts at the root, for real. Like start teaching your sons to express and feel and deal with their emotions. Stop trying to get them to shut that off like that shit don't exist. Teach them what their emotions are and what they should be used for. You know, your emotions are your fuel to your attraction. What you trying to manifest? You ain't about to manifest $1 million if you don't feel like $1 million. That's impossible. That's against universal law. It don't make sense. Can't happen. Not going to. I don't care how many vision boards you do. I don't care how much ancestor money that you burn. I don't care how much, how many candles you light. how many cards you read, how many sacrifices you do. Your emotions, how you feel about it matter. How you gonna want to manifest that brand new car, but you can't even feel what it's gonna feel like when you get it? Start your business. I tell the story all the time. When I first started Natural Woman magazine, I didn't have no type of formal education, no clue, no mentor, nobody telling me what the fuck I needed to do. Nobody was telling me what I needed to do. I didn't know. I researched, I did whatever, but you know what I did? Did I know that was the key to my success happening faster? I sat there and I started feeling what it was going to feel like doing what I wanted to do. So I would visualize myself on red carpets interviewing celebrities. I would visualize myself having sit downs, taking pictures, traveling, to the point I visualized it so much I felt it in my heart. I felt it in my being. I believed it. I knew it was going to happen. And it happened. That's how you do it. So stop trying to make it seem like your emotions are weak. You need to ignore your emotions. No, your emotions are your fuel to what it is you want to manifest. You just need to understand them. Stop being around people who trigger negative emotions in you. If you don't like emotions because you always experience negative emotions and outbursts and shit, that's some shadow work you need to do on yourself. First off, understand why you're feeling the way you feel. But then once you understand that, stop being around people who trigger that type of vibe. You change your vibe. You change your vibe. That's how you're going to manifest anything. You want to manifest yourself out of debt. What do it feel like to be out of debt? You can't sit there and say, I want to be out of debt, but then you feel in debt all the time. That ain't how it works. That's not what gods do. Don't talk to me about that. You could burn a whole stack of ancestor money. That shit ain't gonna work. I know this for a fucking fact. This is the stuff I had to learn and seen work in my life. See it working in my life. Like, seriously. You got to put that work in, that emotional work in. That means something. And that's why a lot of people have relationship issues. That's why we have issues with men right now. They are emotionally, some of them, not all of them. Some men have done the work, understand their emotions, can express how they feel. They understand that. Some brothers out there. And it's more than what we think. Let's say that. But a lot of the men that we be attracting and want, they can be the best hustler, be good in bed. They could do everything right. But when they get in their emotions, it's like talking to a fucking 5-year-old. And you like, what the fuck? Like, seriously? You having temper tantrums and shit? That's the disconnect. And then they don't want to value how you feel. You can't let nobody disvalue how you feel. We need to hold our emotions at a much higher level. They are important. Your emotions can make you sick. Your emotions can make you anything. Because it's all about how you feel. If you can't feel what it is that you want to manifest, it's not going to happen. And that's the ultimate truth. I don't care how much you visualize. I don't care how many affirmations you write, how many vision boards you do, how many seminars you spend money on. A lot of you guys are right now trying to figure out why my shit ain't working. You this close to giving up. And I guarantee if you just sit back and really look at it, you're like, damn, I don't even feel what it is I'm trying to manifest. I'm sitting here worried. I'm sitting here stressed out. I'm sitting here scared. I'm sitting here thinking about this person, thinking about what if it ain't gonna work. I'm not in what I'm trying to create. I'm not in the vortex, if you listen to Abraham Hicks. Like, I'm not in that space of creation. I guarantee. And then as soon as you get that switch, as soon as you switching it and understand that to yourself, life is just going to shift in your direction. You can be in control of your boat. You can stream that bad boy upstream because you are in control. That is our goal. That should be your goal. Master that. Master how you are feeling. Control that. Have control. Your thoughts fuel your emotions. Because I know a lot of people thinking like, okay, so how do I feel differently, Azizah? Like, how am I supposed to feel differently? Your thoughts fuel your emotions. Use your mind to fuel your emotions. That's why you got the imagination for. That's why you could think and see within the mind and create anything. That's your magical fucking canvas to create anything. And the way the subconscious mind works, because it's your subconscious mind that's in control of the emotions, right? It's your conscious mind that's not. Your conscious mind is the mind that's going to do the vision board and see you do the vision board and you know, do the meditations, do the action, right? But the emotional part, that's subconscious mind. And the way the subconscious mind works is that you have to be able to program it through repetition, and it's all visual. It's all seen from within. That shit powerful, y'all. So you utilize your thoughts, what you're thinking about, what you're putting into your space, you know, what you're putting into the atmosphere. You do use that to fuel how you feel. Even if you got to go back in time. And then some people, I know a lot of people don't know what it feels like to feel certain things because you haven't felt those ways in a long time. So sometimes you may have to go back and think of times when you felt happy, just so you can remember what that feeling feels like, to attach that feeling to certain thoughts. That's how you're going to start shifting your vibe. And then when you start paying attention to when you don't feel good, when you do feel good, you have more in control of making sure, being intentional, that you're feeling good. Even through struggles. I'm saying this because a lot of people feel like we shouldn't have to struggle. We shouldn't have challenges. We're going to always have lessons living on earth. This is the fuck why we're here. We didn't come here to work jobs and make other people rich and be slaves. We wasn't born for that. We were born to fulfill our destinies, fulfill our purpose, and learn things on a soul level. Right? And so with that being said, and I forgot my train of thought right that fast. But with that being said, our emotions, I hate when that happens. I was just on a vibe and I forgot my thought. Oh my gosh. That's why I'm glad I didn't do a YouTube video, because I have to do take after take instead of just letting it flow. If somebody comment from where I was on, because I don't know why that just happened. I didn't even have my morning blunt yet. That's why I don't be smoking while I'm doing lives, because I'll forget. But that just slipped my mind that fast. You said in the motherland, young men don't marry until they're mature. Only in America our people are confused with this Western concept, whereas women in the motherland marry men who are older than them. I don't think it has to do with being older. I don't think it has to do with being I just think it all has to do with your emotional intelligence. Like, we should be teaching our children to manage and control their emotions so they can be adults who know how to do that. You know, if you 25, you shouldn't marry a man who's 25 because the woman is much more mature than at the man age. Come on, speak to my soul. What's up, y'all? All right, so with that being said, you're not going to be able to manifest. Your thoughts are going to fuel your emotions, okay? You didn't come here to be no slave. You came here to fulfill your destiny. That's why you were given your mind. That's why you were given the tools. That's why you were here to learn. So I remember where I was at now. My bad, y'all. My bad. This is real life. All right. So what I was trying to tie together, what I was trying to put together is that in order to, you got to sit there. You got to realize that we are going to have lessons. We're going to have challenges. There are things we are going to have to learn. There's things that our spirit needs to fulfill. So knowing that you can create your reality and utilize law of attraction and be more in control. means that, you know, you'll be able to handle the challenges as they come with ease. They won't stress you out to the point where you are scared and don't know what to do. You will feel more confident in knowing and understanding that you create your reality. So that's why this is imperative. If you're trying to figure out why your manifestations have not worked, they haven't worked because you don't believe in what you're trying to manifest. And until you believe in what you're trying to manifest, I don't care how much shit you do. You can go to Oshun herself, but she gonna tell you, I can't help you if you ain't believing what you're doing. Like, seriously. That's the key, y'all. So we going into 2021, not allowing people to make us feel like, hold on real quick. On live. My bad, y'all. We going into 2021 with emotional intelligence, being intentional about what we're creating with our reality. Okay. We're going into 2021 respecting how other people feel. You know, respecting how other people feel, respecting your feelings. That's a big one. How many of y'all don't respect how you feel? That's a whole nother one right there. How many of y'all right now don't even respect your own feelings and wondering why you manifesting so much bullshit? Come on now. We ain't doing that this year. We about to respect how we feel, understand how we feel. Even check us when we're feeling immature. Because there's some sisters out there that got the emotional intelligence of a 5-year-old as well. And they grown as hell. So this ain't just bashing men. This is an earth thing. But I did want to point out, this is why a lot of relationships aren't working out. This is why most women are mature faster than men. This is why it's just off. Our men are emotionally dumb. And the reason why they're emotionally dumb is that we, throughout generations, have taught our men to ignore how the fuck they feel. So you trying to, you know, how do he feel about me? Do he love me? Shit, he can't tell you if he love you or not because he don't know. He don't know how to feel. He don't know what his emotions feel like. His emotions make him feel uncomfortable. So he shut that shit down. So you can't make no connection. You can't make no spiritual connection. You can't make no emotional connection. Then you wonder why your relationship ain't shit. Like I be telling men all the time, it don't matter. It don't matter what the fuck you do for a woman. And that's why a lot of men do things the way they do for you to show their affection. That's the only way they can show their love because they are dumbed down to their emotions. Some men understand their emotions and they don't have this problem, but a lot of them don't. And the sad thing is, it's going to take them on an individual to change that. You ain't gonna be able to change that for them. You can talk to them about it, you know, guide them, getting some therapy and shit. You know, I don't know. But they're going to have to make that decision for themselves to fix that. And so you got to stop and see a lot of times you end up with men who don't value your emotions. You end up with men who don't value how you feel because you ain't valuing how you feel. Because I know a lot of y'all probably sitting there say, well, I'm tuned with my emotions and I still be manifesting and attracting this. Because you ain't honoring your own feelings. He ain't honoring his shit. You ain't honoring yours. Yeah, you probably know how you feel, but are you honoring that? Are you constantly putting your physical body through the emotions of negative shit all the time? Emotional intelligence is when you can take control and direct your own emotions. When you control how you feel. That's key right there. You got to own how you feel, control your feelings. Honor your feelings. Stop settling and making them seem like it ain't important how the fuck you feel. It is important how the fuck you feel. Your feelings are everything. Your feelings are everything. You gotta start teaching your children that. Especially your boys. I got 6 boys. And they are emotional as heck. I would do them a disservice and do a disservice to the world if I sat there and every time they cried or had a problem or was dealing with any type of emotion, I tell them, suck it up, stop crying, stop it, don't talk to them and talk them through it. That would be messed up. I'm teaching them how to understand how they feel and honor that. Teaching them that if you wake up on this vibe, you know this is going to set the tone for the entire day for you. So isn't it smart that you change how you feel? Start thinking about something that makes you happy. What makes you happy right now? Knowing my boys, it'd be video games or basketball. Go play basketball. Or go sit down, tell me how you feeling, and come back, let's talk about it. And that's what we gonna have to start doing. See, this the shit that the government can't fix. This the shit that, you know, that stimulus ain't gonna fix, y'all. This some individual stuff. This the real work. This the real work. This is the real work. All right, y'all. I just wanted to come in and say that, man. If you haven't already, make sure you download that Natural Woman Magazine app so you can get access literally to everything that is Natural Woman, from Natural Woman Magazine, the Natural Woman Shop, our YouTube channel where you can find videos like this and many other things. Happy that everybody has made it into another new year. Wishing everybody success. Wishing that everybody creates their reality on their terms. And don't take anything less than what you feel that you deserve. That's what we should be all about right now. That's what these new dimensions are. They're not really physical. They're all higher. And this is basic. This is basic information that should have been taught to us as children, but we don't choose, you know, society. They, you know, trained us to be their slaves. So, we don't know. But make sure you download that Natural Woman Magazine app. Make sure that you are following me on Instagram because I am coming out with a new Instagram, well, my first Instagram talk show that's exclusively going to be on Instagram, and that is Sacrotherapy. It's going to be all about sex and relationship education. So helping us understand certain things about us sexually, and help us create better relationships with each other. I'm excited about that. So make sure you follow @Azizah Nubia on Instagram. The first episode will be on January 11th. I'm kind of nervous because my Instagram following isn't as supportive as my Facebook. And that's just because I spend more time on Facebook. So I have been spending more time on Instagram, making sure I'm posting regularly and just being involved with Instagram. So I know the first few shows may be kind of slow, but I'm super excited. We'll be bringing on guests and, you know, I'm just excited because that's another passion thing of mine to talk about that. So make sure that you follow me on there. Check out the Natural Woman Shop, of course. Make sure you download the app. All about empowering our communities and, you know, being of service to the world while learning your own lessons. Until next time, y'all. Peace.